We got to talk about what we're here in
Yes.
Toronto for. And again, we're going to keep this a little light because we'll be here tomorrow after the press conference, which should be an interesting press conference because I think that's sort of what this entire event is being sold off of, right? Is just Sean Strickland, Dricus du Plessis, that interaction between the press conference and then what happened the following day, the scuffle at T-Mobile Arena. Take this wherever you want to go. You just said that you're a fan. Mark is not a fan. But you as a fan, how into it? How into this beef are you? What do you think of Sean Strickland coming? I mean, the last time we saw this guy beat Israel Adesanya. So what are you thinking about this event? What's going through DC's head?
I love it more today than I did when it was announced. I didn't know what to feel initially. But anytime bad blood gets involved and anytime guys start fighting outside the octagon, while it may not look good to people on the outside, I know what it looks like to me. I'm like, okay, this looks like good business. And for me,
you're a pro wrestling guy.
You know I am. You know what I mean? You both, me and Mark. But these guys don't like each other, and it just gets worse and worse as we get closer. And so when you start talking about the build to the press conference, you know that you're going to have something good happen Friday. Or you're going to have something really bad that happens on Saturday.
Someone might get stabbed this
suck.
week.
I'll just be completely honest. That would completely suck. We had one of those fights where they're so mad at each other, but they get in the octagon and don't fight. I don't anticipate that, but they'll fight. That would be horrible. But I don't.
Thanks for putting that out there, DC.
No, I'm not Joe Bannon this. Hey, I promise I'm not Joe Bannon this. I'm not Alan Joe Bannon this. I'm just saying it as an option that it will not happen.
I thought you were saying like, if something happens at the press conference and like someone gets cut or something. No, and I was like, dude, that's not going to happen. No. But yeah, sometimes they get in the octagon.
But I don't think that'll happen.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Sean Strickland and Dricus. Plus, Dricus is
neither of them has that style. I mean, doesn't lend to it.
Drake is going to go for it.
He's going to go for it.
Always.
He's going to go for it. He's going to go for it.
My whole fascination with this fight card is what was said in December really affected Sean Strickland on a different way. And we're seeing Sean Strickland go from someone who was a kind of a UFC fight night fighter, right? Yep. UFC fight night main eventer, undercard guy, not getting a ton of attention for saying some of the stuff that he was doing, and not getting any of the attention kind of put back toward him by an opponent. Yep. And now we're seeing him in a pay-per-view main event against the guy who is firing back at him the way that he would do. And he's not responding all that well to it so far. And we'll see if that manifests itself inside the fight. But I'm just curious to see how Sean Strickland, pay-per-view headliner, deals with the...
He did it last time.
Well, that was different. It was a win-win for him.
But it was him, right, with Izzy. It was him talking about the dog and all that emotional stuff. And when he got in there, he didn't seem to be bothered by it.
But that was a win-win for Sean Strickland. No one thought he was winning that fight. He came in with house money, and he beat up Israel Adesanya for 5 rounds. Yeah, he did. Now he is the guy. He's the champion. He's carrying this pay-per-view main event. It's his show.
Is he the favorite to win this weekend?
Yes.
Does anybody know?
No. I think Dricus is a small favorite.
It's very close, whichever way it is
and there's
now.
expectation now.
Watch UFC Best Bets on Friday, and you will find out.
But that is my thing about this card is
that's good.
Learning from you, dude.
It's like Mick Foley.
We're having a good time here in Toronto. DC's having more fun than anybody because UFC is back. UFC 297. We're going to be talking about it a lot all week. So stay tuned to the channel. You will be getting more of this analysis and these pretty faces all week. We'll see you next time.